How would you like to help you if you're doing Scrum and have a Scrum team? Oftentimes you have to do projects where one team is using one methodology and another team is using another methodology. One team is doing Scrum, another team is doing Waterfall, and they have to work together. What do you do? I'm going to help you with that today. Hi, my name is Tim McDermott. I'm a senior IT project manager living in a beautiful city of Tampa Bay. I do both Agile and Waterfall type development projects, so occasionally I run into this issue where I'm managing two different teams. One, for some reason, has to stay with Waterfall. Perhaps it's a infrastructure project that it's related, and there's a related software development piece that goes with it. And so software development, of course, works better with Agile, but infrastructure oftentimes has to stay with Waterfall for various reasons. Waterfall works better. So how do you mix and match, Scrum and Waterfall, get them to work together? That's what we're going to talk about. I'm in a beautiful nature preserve called, I think it's Joe and Ida's Nature Preserve in Gibsonton, Florida. It's a beautiful preserve out here. The weather is nice and cool, but the sun is behind a cloud at the moment. Now, how do you get these two separate teams to function together? Stay synchronized and work together very well. So one of the things is to do more analysis. I call it more analysis up front to determine if there's a way to partition the work such that they don't interact as much, they don't interface as much. The fewer their interfaces between the teams, the smoother things can go. So do more analysis up front to determine that, and to look for the interfaces and look for ways to partition the work between the two. Another thing is, but there are good things though in Scrum that can also be used in Waterfall get the same positive effects, but no downfall to them. Things like paired programming. Paired programming can work just as well in Waterfall as it can in Scrum, etc. Things like that. Daily Scrums can work on both sides, Waterfall and Agile. So look for those types of things that work very well together. Now also determine look at the architecture of the software that you're developing, and look for ways, like I said earlier, to kind of partition the work between the two, Scrum versus Waterfall. Also, another thing that works good on both sides is testing with tools. Automation of testing can work good on both sides. Refactoring can work good on both sides, Waterfall and Agile. And on the stakeholders, though, in these situations can get very confused. So you got to stay in constant communication with the stakeholders and educate them both on Waterfall and Agile, so they'll understand why the two teams are operating differently. Keep them involved and aware that this is going on. All right. So those are some of the ideas that you can use to smooth over this process going back and forth between Waterfall and Agile, helping the teams work together. Thank you all very much. Now I'm going to go, before the rain starts to come down heavily, I'm going to now exit the preserve and head on back home. I hope this blog was helpful to you. If you have any ideas, any topics you'd like me to do, any things I could improve on, please like the blog, share it, etc. Thank you very much.